Hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. It's been a few days since last time we talked, so it's finally time to make a video. Today we're gonna be talking about, as usual, how much I spent on gacha games on the previous month or still on this month. On November is the last day today and I'm not spending anything today, hopefully. So let's talk a little bit about money, as usual, how much I spend on every game, what games I'm dropping, what games I'm still playing and I'm enjoying, and which ones I'm looking forward to. So before we start, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's get started with, as usual, everyone's favorite, NIKKE, Goddess of Victory. Now, when I make these videos, I always say the same thing. I'm not making this to be like, oh, look how much I spent. What I spent for some people is nothing, for some people is a lot, right? I'm a small well, let's say, depending on the game. But I make these videos to just document it over time and see how much I spend in gacha games, because I think it's an interesting thing to see over the years, right? So, that said, NIKKE, it's been a couple expensive months. I'm gonna be looking at the left side so I can check my notes, and my god, it's expensive. So I got two $20 packs, so one for Grave. I did not get Grave, I got shafted. I also got a $20 pack to try to get Flora, and I got shafted and I did not get Flora. Okay, there she is, Flora. And I got also the skin for the best pilgrim in the game, Isabel. She looks amazing. This skin is fantastic. Hopefully Shift Up keeps making skins like this. So that's $60. I also got $10 for the for some pulls that I have left over on the gacha skin for the Scarlet Black Shadow, and I also got the monthly card. So in total for NIKKE, it's been $75 this month, which it's a lot. I should be spending less money, but it is what it is. When it comes to characters, however, I said this on my previous videos, but I'm going to start skipping characters, or if I don't get them with a few pulls, a few multis, I'm going to start skipping every non-limited character. So if it's a seasonal character, like the one announced today, Maiden, I'm getting that. If it's a character that's not limited, I am going to be, okay, if I'm unlucky, I will completely ignore them until they are added into the wishlist. And the reason is pretty simple. We're at the point in NIKKE where I don't need the characters. I can clear the content. And some of these characters are complete trash. So it's like, I'm not going to be spending $100 every time a character drops if I don't like how the character works or even how she looks, right? So $75 last month. We're going into more of a lowest spender mode on the upcoming months, because even though it's limited characters, we have tickets, more than enough to ticket them, so we should be safe, hopefully. That's it about NIKKE. The other thing is skins and which ones I'm getting, which ones I'm skipping. The bare minimum on fan service that I'm expecting to buy a skin, personally, it's Isabel. So when it comes to volume, for example, she's getting a skin this month that you can already buy the pass. I am not getting this skin. The skin doesn't look bad, don't get me wrong. The skin looks pretty nice and she's just there chilling and drinking. But we go back into the same topic as usual in NIKKE. $20 for not getting L2D lobbies, for not getting anything new. It's just like the new model itself without including anything interesting. So for me, it's not enough. It's a great skin, and when it comes to fan service, I think it's decent, nothing out of this world, but I'm skipping it. That's it about NIKKE. Let's move into the next game, and that's going to be a Triccal Revive. Alright, so when it comes to Triccal, you all know that I cannot spend money because it's a Korean game that you need your phone verified and with Korean identification number. So obviously, I cannot spend money even if I wanted to, because I don't mind. But we are still just doing dailies and waiting for global release. Triccal is a game that I really like, and when it comes to global, we'll be playing a lot. But until then, there is no point to me to be grinding this game or trying to spend money or doing all of these things. When it comes to the new characters, I've been getting kind of shafted on the last couple banners, and I am missing 2 units, as you can see right there. 2 new characters and 2 previous that I still don't have since day one. Which, considering the amount of units this game has, and considering I started playing in June, it's pretty good. It's pretty free-to-play friendly. If you want to go for like 5 stars on the characters, then it's expensive, of course. But if you just want like a copy of each character, maybe even going for 4 stars in some, 5 stars in some of the characters as well over time, you should be more than enough with either free-to-play or super low spender with the monthly cards. So sadly, Triccal $0. Sadly, actually no, that's a good thing. So if you stop spending fucking money, alright? Let's move into the next game, also on the emulator, and that's going to be Starseed Asnia Trigger. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the Starseed. The Starseed is being the biggest surprise this year, I will say, at least so far, not including, of course, Path of Exile, not including Girls Frontline 2, but it's been the biggest surprise in terms of how much I'm enjoying the game. And because I thought it was gonna be another one of those games that we play for like a day or two and then we're just gone. But it's been more than a month. We are enjoying the game and we are covering the game on the website. It has great fan service, great moments. You can get free skins as long as you max out the characters, plenty of pulls. They are giving like literally with codes. Yesterday they gave 300 pulls and they gave another 20 today, etc, etc, etc. So, and prices are pretty good when it comes to lower spenders and how much you want to spend in the game, or if you don't have a lot of money, I just want to get like the monthly card, you still get a lot of resources. So I've been having a lot of fun with Starseed. I spent more than I should probably on the first month, but after this initial play, we are just going to be getting the monthly cards and the mission pass, depending what character we can get the skin for. So Starseed this month in total, I just spent, let me see, $120. Oh my fucking god, bro. Every time I make these videos, then I regret it. I'm like, bro, Sefhi, stop spending money in games. That's it, alright? We're still demonetizing YouTube, and I'm spending more money than ever in video games. Amazing financial decisions, if you were to ask me, a true gacha player. Now, after Starseed, there are a couple more games we need to talk about, so let's move into our next game, and that's going to be Haze Reverb. Alright, so third or fourth game, I'm not sure, it's going to be Haze Reverb. Haze Reverb is being an interesting one. So for those of you who remember, this is a game that I've been playing in the Chinese version for a year since it came out. And I always was like, this is a great game that I actually recommend, guys, if you want to, get into a good wife collector. I think it's pretty good. The problem is, I was playing on Chinese, and I was not, of course, I'm recording a video and I get the necessary. I was playing on Chinese, meaning I didn't understand any of the systems in game. So when the game came actually to global, and I got the dupe of Lina, some of the systems that they have in place are complete dog shit. We play a lot of trash games. I don't mind that. I don't think it's like that big of an issue. The game actually fills its purpose as a waifu collector. As you can see, you can get some really good waifus, and you get plenty of L2Ds. And so it's not that bad as just that, a waifu collector. But combat is awful. The dupes in this game are disgusting. PvP is one of the worst systems I've seen in a while, because you can only skip PvP starting on specific ranks. And there is a myriad of issues with the game, including the skins. Because the skins, for those of you who don't remember, I made multiple videos on this. They removed the skins on the Japanese server. But the skins they removed are now here, on this version. And so I'm like, okay, are they adding these skins into the shop knowing that they will have to remove them later? Or are they trying to have a different version in global to the Japanese one? Because if they are adding these skins knowing 2 patches after this, they're removing them, it's disgusting. It's like a scumbag move, right? If they are trying to have a different version, which honestly, I don't know how they got to that conclusion, right? Then we'll see what happens. But for now, I spent $25 to get the skin you see right now on the screen. I bought the monthly pass, the battle pass, and a couple of packs to reach this like a spender milestone. And I got this skin, which I really, really like, on one of my favorite characters. So all in all, Haze Reverb, for now, will stay on our rotation, since dailies take literally 20 seconds to do, but I have like zero expectations long term if I will keep playing the game or even covering it on the website, but we will see on the future. But enough yapping about Haze Reverb, let's actually move into what everyone is waiting for in literally 5 days or 3 days, and that's going to be Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. Okay, so there are multiple things we need to talk about Girls Frontline 2, and one of them is going to be, well, of course, I am deleting the Chinese version probably tomorrow after this video, since I was waiting for this, because when global comes out, I have zero reasons to be playing this version. Second, I hope, and this is just hope, but I hope I don't have to spend a lot of money to get the characters on the global version, because I was pretty lucky on the Chinese server. I got most of the characters that I wanted, even with singles sometimes. So I assume I'm gonna get kind of completely fucked when it comes to the global server, right? And I'm not gonna be as lucky. I will be spending some money. I just pray that I don't have to spend so much. So when it comes to Frontline 2, as you all know, Chinese version can't spend money, so it's $0 on the total on top of me or whatever it is. And when Global comes out in a few days, we're gonna be playing the Dark Winter version. If any of you are interested in playing with us, feel free to come to the Dark Winter server. That's where we're gonna be, just in case guilds are not cross-server, because there are guilds in the game. As you can see, I made Doro Rats in China for me and my friend, just as a joke. We will be making the Global Union as well, okay? Or NA or whatever the fuck you wanna call it. But hopefully we kind of get lucky on what we're getting, because they are doing meta banner from the get-go with Suomi. And not only they're doing meta banner, they're doing double banner with Suomi and Ulrich. At least they are not doing double meta banner, because Ulrich is quite bad, Suomi is really good. If you're interested, by the way, in tier lists and basic guides for rerolling, shop efficiency and more, they are already on the website, link is in the description as usual. But 100% you should be pulling for Suomi. She's broken as a support and will allow you to clear more content on auto, thanks to her shields, her heals, and her freezing everyone, right? So pretty good character, really cute girl. Okay, she was getting also a summer skin. Interesting, getting a summer skin, which I would recommend buying if you can. We're gonna be giving away some skins and some monthly passes and some things for Girls Online 2, which also adds to the price, but I never include giveaways on the monthly spending because it's not like my spending, it's for the community, so it doesn't matter. That's it about Girls Online 2. And let's move into the last game that I spent this month. That is not really a gacha, but kind of you can gamble with absolutely everything, and that's going to be Path of Exile 2. Now, for those of you who don't know, Path of Exile 2 is coming literally in a few days, 2 days after Girls Online 2. So we're gonna be rushing Girls Online 2, and then we're just gonna be playing Path of Exile every single day for literally 10 hours on stream. So feel free to come by, hang out, talk about gacha games, about Gooner games, right, as usual, Goon time with the boys. But let's talk about how much I spent on this game on the pre-order. Now, I pre-ordered this game because I have like 500 hours in Path of Exile, and I trust the developers. I like this company, I like this game. This is the best action RPG in the world, no discussions. Now, the thing is, I was only gonna get early access, so I got the $60 pack, right? I was like, okay, let me get the $60 pack. I get the cool skin, some cosmetics, some points as well, whatever, right? But then I was like, oh damn, this skin looks pretty good though, right? Because it has like these floating hands and these things that look pretty good, pretty great for like a dark RPG. But then I was, but then I was like, damn, I can get the shirt if I upgrade to the next pack. So technically I'm justifying it because I'm gonna be wearing the shirt, right? Because it's a really cool shirt and a really good one. So I was like, okay, let's upgrade to this one. You get the cosmetics, the shirt, extra points, whatnot. But then I was like, damn, it's winter. You guys are not gonna be seeing the shirt. I should be getting the hoodie. So I bought this I bought this pack because the hoodie for winter is pretty comfortable. I think it's something that we should be getting because, you know, it's nice. We support the developers, you get some merchandise, you get some points in game. So I went completely broke and spent $240 plus shipping, so $250 in total for Path of Exile 2 early access. Now, would I recommend this for anyone else? No. If you are interested in playing the game, get the $30 or wait until the game comes out of early access. Okay, you can wait 6 months, 6 to 12 months, they say, and the game will be out. If you want to get early access, these $30 will get you a 50-hour campaign if you're doing everything. So that's already worth it. And that's not counting endgame, which is where we will be spending literally thousands of hours. So I'm kind of copying here to try to justify my spending on Path of Exile, but that is how much I spent. Now, there is 2 more games that I need to talk about a little bit before I go. One is going to be Lord of Nazarick and Horizon Walker. Horizon Walker, I dropped that game. I wanted to give it a chance in global, but the game is just not good. The game is really bad, honestly speaking. It has almost no redeeming qualities. It's like Haze Reverb, but in Haze Reverb, I get like L2Ds pretty consistently, and I can put them in my lobby. In Horizon Walker, you don't even get that, so I spent $5 for the monthly, didn't even finish logging in the whole month, dropped that game. When it comes to Lord of Nazarick, you all know it was another game I was playing since release in China, and I was really excited, but we were always joking how Crunchyroll was going to be the publisher until Crunchyroll actually fucking announced they were going to be the publisher. And so when they announced that, I knew I was not going to be playing the game. Of course, when the game came out, I made a video with everything they changed and made different and made worse in global. Change monetization, change the character, so many different things. So I was just like, okay, I'll play for a couple days and then dip out. I played literally for like 4 days, I believe, and I stopped completely because Crunchyroll doesn't deserve neither my time nor my money. Hopefully, future games that we're interested in are not to be, published by Crunchyroll, but it is what it is. Now, all that said, the total for this month should be around $475 spent on gacha games. A little bit less if you don't want to consider Path of Exile a gacha game per se, right? All that chatting aside though, that's gonna be it for this video. Tomorrow or this week, you guys should have 2 more videos. One for Maiden on the peer analysis and if it's worth pulling, or what I expect her to do in the tier list and everything else, like a little bit more of a actually bigger video as a peer analysis, and also a video talking about a gacha publisher that actually should be sued for gacha manipulation rates, how they've done it multiple times, and how the community doesn't care and they are happy that they got like free compensation, which is fucked up if you ask me. So those 2 videos coming up this week. All that said, that's gonna be it for this one. As usual, love you all bosses. Thank you for spending some time with me. Have a great time. We're gonna be live later. Come and say hello. Good luck with your pool the internet. I'll see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。